Like, this is probably one of the best parts of the entire fucking game. I enslaved my Final Fantasy 14 guild.
Now I know what you're thinking. Final Fantasy? Is that not the game with the Goofy in it? No.
Yeah, it is.
Final Fantasy is one of the best games I've ever played. I've been playing it for months now, and let me tell you, the only thing goofy about this game is the stunts I pull. I've been known to engage in some mild tomfoolery on occasion. And when I first heard of it, I thought I'd hate it. 'Cause in my fantasy game, children, in my fantasy game, cat girls. That one's alright. And until last year, I genuinely thought the aforementioned Goofy was a staple of the Final Fantasy franchise. Turns out he's actually from a different game. But the vibe and art style still never really seemed like my thing.
Yeah,
but
I felt the same way.
I've never been more wrong. I love this game, man. Since I have the #1 most important opinion on the internet,
that's true.
I figured I'd grab that pretty little head of yours and shove my new favorite game into those eyeballs. So, from the lovable developers to the shocking realization that you've been on copium for years, today I take you through my adventures in Final Fantasy XIV.
This is a good video,
and
man.
What got me so invested so quickly? Rabbit girls. Our journey begins here, in Uldar, the city run by the two most evil groups in society. Tyrannical politicians who would do anything for coin, and short people. Your first impression of Lalafell might be the same as any other small race.
They're stupid.
Cutesy, played by 40-year-old men,
Yes.
and an awkward bus ride if you're scrolling through Twitter in public.
Yes.
However, Lalafell... don't be misled, my viewers.
They're the worst
They may
ones.
have a thin veil of cuteness.
Yeah, they're the worst
Their
ones.
evil knows no bounds. Yeah, stop petting me! I reveal to you the secret of all Lalafell players. The smaller you are, the bigger other races are. So, with my cute face, complete lack of ethics...
Well, I feel like you have to be at least a little bit perverted to play Lalafell. Like, nothing that has to do with the race. I just feel like everybody that plays it, there's a little bit, it's like you're the guy that in a group of friends that says that's what she said. You're the guy that makes the dick joke. You're the guy that, says show us your dick. You know what Dylan plays? A Lalafell.
And desire to get a 20-minute sponsored video out without playing. I pulled up my boots and set out into the city to make something of myself. So I went to my mum for help. She said I should make some friends and get a fucking job. So in my bid for power, I began handing out cakes to the local guards, which were definitely not poison. Stop asking questions.
That's nice.
Until it came to my attention that the princess had gone missing.
Oh yeah, the car.
How awfully convenient! Surely whoever would save her must be held in high regard. What a lucky opportunity for me to prove myself. I decided that I would help find the princess, so I opened my map and started running towards her exact location. And
how convenient.
When I saw...
Oh my god. Oh my god. Do it.
Fear not, princess. Because I am here. Alright, this is the nanamo voice.
I don't know how I ended up here, but thank you for saving
Is that nanamo?
Rabban.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, how'd you get here? Ladies.
Oh, there he is. Accurate, yeah.
Would you like this rock?
Think. Feel. Think.
Mommy!
Bro, what the fuck?
It was then that I was invited to a feast with the royals of Uldar.
Oh,
and I graciously accepted my growth in political power. Once again, you'll be happy to know
Dude,
that...
I thought that was one... Bro, like, holding her there like a parrot, like, whoever thought of that is a fucking genius. Like, this is probably one of the best parts of the entire fucking game that I've played so far, at least. Holding her there like a goddamn parrot. Yeah, it's just fucking perfect, man.
Technoblade is now safe in her own castle. I was hoping to network, but the best seat I could get was next to her dad, and all he wanted to talk about was the war 5 years ago, where countless lives were lost because of the Asian / the moon? Which is weird, because I killed one of these guys like 15 minutes ago. That's right, this ancient powerful being was no match for me, a regular ordinary adventurer.
True.
Damn bro, that's crazy. You gonna finish that? I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
He is special. Mommy. And so Thancred...
I do think that that Thancred is probably he's probably he's the coolest one. Like, of all of them, he's definitely the coolest one of all the Scions. Yeah, like, he's not as badass as Estinian. I don't think so at all. Uber Danger is like, you know, it's... What is he even saying, right? Thancred is just... Or Thancred. Yeah, Thancred. There it is. Yeah. He is just way fucking cooler than the rest of them.
Brought me to his friends, the Scoins of the Seventh Dawn. Meet our heroes.
I have awaited your coming.
The one everyone hates, except for, the ones everyone should hate.
Welcome!
The guy whose dialogue doth ye skip. The E-boy.
I never doubted that you'd come.
He actually is an E-boy.
And this guy, but we'll get to him later.
Yeah.
Together they form the Scones of the Seventh Dawn.
Wow.
And the primary goal of this organization is to kill the Primals, which are demigods summoned by various tribes around the world. Primals usually just mind control anyone that doesn't have your powers. Because this lovely, curvy lady has given you the power to remember things. So it turns out all of those blackouts I had were actually a good thing.
Wow.
And not damaging my brain. And so you team up with the members of the Shallots of the Seventh Dawn. But mostly this guy, who is 16, internet. You make wonderful friends.
Bro, I hate him so much. Like, everybody always told me, they're like, oh man, he's gonna get so much better in Heavensward. I still think that Alphinaud's a pussy, man. I think he's a fucking pussy. He's a pussy-ass Redditor. But he's so annoying, man. Yeah, true. True. He gets better? Yeah, we'll see.
Use your power for good. And... and to tell you any more would spoil things, but trust me, the story in this game is very good, and I like it a lot.
It's a good story.
Now, this can be a very social game, which means you're going to be meeting a lot of new people. And this game can have quite a twisty story, with many plot points that can be easily spoiled.
To me, like, I try to avoid spoilers so I can have a natural reaction, but, like, I don't really freak out about spoilers a whole lot, man. Like, I want to play the game and have the experience. I think that's what I really enjoy. I enjoy what the story is fundamentally. Like, not really experiencing it, but just the fundamental enjoyment. You watched this? No, I didn't.
Conflicting qualities.
I did not.
Well, I admit, it can be a little stressful dodging spoilers on my Twitter timeline. This game does this combo the best that I think any game possibly could.
Okay.
And the community, generally, is super anti-spoiler. The only things I've had spoiled were kinda minor and were kind of accidents.
Yeah.
And annoying as spoilers are,
Not the same to me.
I am a streamer. I know. So I probably have it worse. You've probably already played it, or it's probably only going to be about as bad as... Dude, wait for Heavensward. It gets so good at Heavensward. It gets so good. But yeah, spoilers, bad, hate them. Yeah.
Bro, I actually think that it was, like, it's so weird. Like, everybody said, like, oh, man, the game only gets good at Heavensward. I thought A Realm Reborn was great. Like, I didn't think it was bad at all. Like, everybody was, like, telling me, like, oh, man, it's going to be so awful or anything like that. Like, yeah, I thought it was a great story. I enjoyed it. Yeah. It was no big deal at all. Like, it was pilot for the season of the game. Yeah, in a way, it set up the whole world. It introduced the characters really well. Yeah, I thought it was fine. It wasn't slow to me at all. Like, I leveled in Classic WoW, okay? It was great. It was a lightning fast pace for me.
Now, back to the story. I'll be taking my payment.
Thank you for slaying the primals,
Oh,
but
God.
there is more work to be done.
And you will do it.
And
Oh,
so I ventured
shit.
forth, as the hero I am, ready to save the world. Wait, what? What is that melody?
What is this?
You're dancing. My God, they're dancing. What are those faces doing? They're smiling. The people were having fun. Oh, and the music. The music
The bard
was
stuff is
super
really cool.
copyrighted. And as new as I was to the game, that was sort of the first moment where it clicked. I spent the rest of the night taking screenshots with the pals. Look at this guy, he's playing a male character in a video game. It's a feeling I hadn't felt in a while.
Look, that's only true to laugh at him because he's playing a cat. He's playing a cat boy, okay? Like, playing a cat boy is pretty much the same thing as playing a female character.
Okay, guys, it's time for Pint to pay his rent. The plan was simple. Get in, grab the greatest mobile game of all time, and get out. And to pull this off, I'm gonna need some backup. Meet my 3 favorite spooky Halloween champions. Harvest Jack. He's a jack of all trades.
I wonder if
Miscreated monster. He's the brains of the operation.
Have any of you guys
If only they were
actually
his
played this
brains.
game?
And Madame Sarah's. She's really hot. We made our way through the main door. All was going according to plan until we got
It's
to the
bad,
vault.
it's not.
But Madame Saris
It's good
set
for
off the
the vault.
alarms.
Oh no. They're trying to steal the greatest mobile game of all time.
Yeah, I
Well,
actually
I
don't
can
know.
see why. With over 400 champions to collect, epic dungeons to clear, and a PvP arena where they can
Wow.
fight against other players. They'd be
Amazing.
fools not to.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
That's so
Have you
cool.
seen the commercial with the orc?
Oh, that commercial is ravishing.
I have to say the Raid Shadow Legends commercials are pretty good. Like they're actually pretty good. Like aside from the game, like I don't know anything about the game, but the commercials actually it's all right, it's pretty good.
But the gameplay is to die for.
Oh, they're getting away.
Pint! Why? Why'd you do it? Isn't it obvious? Have you heard of Raid's newest Halloween update? We're talking big
Oh,
rewards,
yeah, this video came out a
tournaments
long
against
time
other
ago. I haven't
players,
watched
and
it
that's
yet.
not even the best part. I'll be able to get my hands on a brand new legendary Halloween champion. My Uber's here. You know the game's free, right? You could have just downloaded it. Yeah, on mobile devices and PC.
You can play it on PC too. I didn't even know that.
Jack! No!
Oh my god.
Miss Pumpkin? Hi. I
Jesus
worked with your
Christ.
husband. He wanted me to tell you
died.
to click the link in the description below or scan my QR code to get a free epic hero Chinoru, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, 1 ancient shard, and 200k silver to help Junior get through
Okay.
college. You'll find your rewards here, bud. Add over.
Great.
For the next week, I farmed the golden source of free emotes.
Smart
Think
guy.
I like it here. Oh look, there's a racing game. Sweet, I got bunny ears. Now I
Oh,
can focus on getting a
chocobos.
cool outfit. Please, save us. The primals are coming. Did somebody say Palace of the Dead? Sounds pretty cool.
It is
Crafting
cool.
jobs
It's super
doesn't
cool.
sound cool, but somehow is. I could have sworn there was something I was supposed to be doing right now.
No, not really.
Very easy to get sidetracked in this game, and I think that's a discovery we all make along the way. Mom, Dad, I have something to tell you. I decided to quit my job as a hero and become a dancer. A dancer?
What Well, the fuck? the
party buffs are useful. No, Father, like this! One of the best parts about
Oh
this
my
game is
God.
that there's so many definitions of endgame. There's your usual solo
this is the
content
real
or rating
endgame
or
for
whatever.
people.
But under little rocks
what they
here and
love.
there, people create songs, dance routines,
Oh my
fashion,
God.
interior design, economic domination. Some of the most hardcore players I've met are high.
Bro, I need to get this set of gear, man. Like, I'm gonna 100% get this set of gear. Like, this is the Eureka armor. Like, I am getting this, like, and I'm gonna look so good with this armor, bro. Like, I need to, the thing is, like, all of the best sets, here's the problem. All of the coolest and most badass big dick sets are from PvP. Like, those are, in my opinion, the coolest sets in the game. Like, with the long cloaks and shit, I need to get those.
And ultimate raiders, and yet they are mere insects beneath the boots of role players. The penultimate form of a Final Fantasy player, logging on daily to take cute screenshots and dance. And that's like kinda not even a joke. And having done a couple
That's
raids,
actually what they do. Like, I saw this. I looked. I'll go on Twitter, right, and I'll see like people that tag me in like Final Fantasy stuff, and straight up, somebody, I'll see somebody tag me, and it'll be on like their Twitter description, Final Fantasy 14 G poser. You're not a warrior. You're not a ninja. You're not a paladin. you're not a mage or a black mage. No, you're a G poser. So like what you do in the game is you take screenshots. What?
It's not like the raids are bad either. It's actually some of the most fun I've ever had raiding.
my favorite
It's just
thing.
you have a choice now. The driving force is fun. Nothing is mandatory and everything is encouraged. Because to make a fantasy world feel real, you need your sweaty adventurers and your maid catgirl photography enthusiasts. Now I think it's about time I got round to killing those primals. Or I could do something better. What if I told you?
This guy's getting sidetracked as much as Rich. Bro, like, I actually feel like this is pretty much... This is like the abridged version of a Rich MSQ stream.
That me,
As much as
the
you...
best...
No, bro. Like, I went... Like, whenever I did the MSQ, I did the MSQ. Like, I actually... I went fucking in on it, man. Like, I completed shit pretty fast. Like you did, though. Yeah, go watch the VODs. Okay, or at least the videos on it on YouTube.
Mage player in the whole world. The betrayer of guilds. Found an
3-hour
even
intros?
greater
Yeah, of
foe.
course.
This content would make even the most experienced raiders quake with fear. That's right. I decided to try and buy a house. But there's a few catches with buying houses.
Fuck that.
Firstly, there's a finite number of houses on any server.
Fuck that.
There's just under 400,000 houses in all of Final Fantasy, which is not a lot when you consider the player count. And slots on...
So the thing with the houses is, like, I want to get a house too in Final Fantasy, but I need to have a decorator. I need to have somebody keep the house, like, clean it up and, you know, like, throw stuff away and clean the whole thing up and do all that. That's about it, man. Because, like, I'm not really gonna... It's the same thing as in real life. Yeah, a maid. I need 10 cat girl maids. Exactly. Join the lottery whenever they add it. No, I want to bid on a house. I think I'm going to get one, man. Yeah, I will definitely fucking get one. Yeah, the housing market in Final Fantasy is about as serious as the housing market here in Austin. It's actually kind of funny. I'll be right back. I need to take a piss. Just a sec. All right, we good?
only become available when someone doesn't log in for 45 days. I'll tell you about the second catch in a moment.
It's a big one.
Attention everybody, there is a fucking house for sale. I ran to the plot, looked around
Did you
a little,
actually get one?
and I hovered over the purchase button. Was
Oh,
this
shit.
truly where I wanted to live? Yes.
Wow.
This would do nicely. So I
You actually
clicked
got one.
purchase.
Ooh.
Oh. So here's the second catch.
Ooh.
At some point in a 24-hour period, the house will randomly become available for sale.
Yeah.
Meaning, to acquire a house, you have to repeatedly do this and hope that you're the person that purchases the house the moment it becomes available, randomly, in a 24-hour period.
Oh my god.
I don't have time for
Jesus,
this.
man.
I give up. Now, that's not the pint I know. Well, I guess there is one thing I could do. I don't know, it's kind of dumb. No. What is it? I mean, I could exploit the working class. Meet wife havers. Oh, the things we'd do together.
What?
The conquests we'd march. Right after you guys buy a house, for the guild. We had 2 people around the clock clicking a placard, and the rest
Oh
of us
my
would
God.
sit there to make it seem like there was more competition than there was to scare off potential competitors. It
Oh
was
my
truly a
God.
chance for us all to bond. A
That's a
learning
good
experience.
idea. That's really
And
smart.
what I learned in this experience is that my friends are fucking psychopaths. This is Job. She was there for 40 hours over 4 days. Oh, how do I know this? Only the fucking Google Doc we created to track the hours camped, the plot
Oh my god, this is worse than Amazon. Jesus, man, that's crazy. What the fuck? Wow.
opening times, and to see how close we were to committing human rights violations. Now, keep camping. You wouldn't want to go back to Torghast, would you? After about 3 days, though, one of our happy little campers discovered something.
What's that?
Something that would blow this case wide open. Take a look at this chart.
Yeah.
Yep, turns out in the first 8 hours, the chances of a plot opening are basically 0. And for the creamy, most efficient strat possible, you want to click in this 4-hour window. Ah, yes. Only 4 short hours of clicking. As luck would have it, on the dawn of the 4th day, during prime time,
They actually
I
got
sent
it.
Jub a very funny meme. And she tabbed out for a moment to look at it. The house. It sold. Psych, we bought the house. It was us. It was our backup clicker. There's always a backup clicker.
Oh,
and now we had a
shit.
place to call home.
Damn.
And we relocated immediately.
That's good.
because
I
the
was about to
goblet,
say.
it with me, is for broke-ass bitches.
I think I might get a house in Ishgard if I can.
So Final Fantasy, huh? Crazy to think that
That'd
it
be
was
pretty
always
cool.
fucking here. It has been very refreshing. And at the risk of sounding a bit too serious, it's taught me a lot of valuable things about myself. Trying new things, being a nicer person. I've got a bunch of new friends, way less stress. And honestly, man, just kind of a better outlook on life. I don't think it's just the game that's done that, but still, I'm happy.
I think that a lot of WoW players, like one of the subtexts for Final Fantasy and why the Final Fantasy makes them feel better and makes them happier is the fact that they probably have success with streaming Final Fantasy, which is something that a lot of WoW players and WoW content creators don't usually get to have. So it's more a personal thing for them to be able to step outside of a game and still have success with it. So I think that's why so many of them are in love with the game in a way, is because it proved something that they had doubts to themselves with wrong. See what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a psychology thing.
I got this
For
house.
streamers, yeah, for streamers. This is a really good video. Yeah, I like the video. I didn't know really what to think about it or anything, but I'm glad that I got a chance to see it. I think that the best thing about this video is the sound, the audio quality and everything. That's the video I just watched right there.